a fact. Oh, I'm the voice. On my end, can't turn my back. Never had no choice. Okay, mama, I'ma do the dishes. I'm praying on my knees. I have some wishes that know the name, that got the fame. And even with no else, I'm cruising in my lane. I'm tryna get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about them out. Be like on the shade room. YBS coin, that's the that make the trade boom. For real, can't wait for my shit to hit.
Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Hachimura. Blocked. Here we go. Pass to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
James deciding where to go with it. Here's Hayes. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game. And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
It's James with the drive. Back to Hachimura. Beyond the arc. Hayes. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Williams. 4-3. Hachimura with a rebound. Here are the Lakers now. 4-point game. He takes it in. Tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Reeves. Williams misses.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. James outside. Here's Hayes. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
It's Hayes with the rebound. And stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the layup. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's James. And he converts the layup.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake. He's still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few. Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game plan for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Down low. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Richard, after going undrafted back in 2016, what a career for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Approaching a decade in this league. He's been a starter for most of that time, but he continues to be the definition of a 3-and-D glue guy.
Now here's Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Back to Vanderbilt. Kicks it to Doncic. Takes a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage. Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Vanderbilt with it. A minute 39 left in the first. "14 feet away. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Left side, Williams. Holmgren with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Goodwin. Doncic up top. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. From the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, number 7.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Doubled by Hartenstein. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Goodwin. Fires the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
And Williams punches it home.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Outside Finney-Smith. Here's Goodwin. And here's Connect outside. Dort grabs the miss. Williams from long range. And that does it for the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 6. Let's take a quick break. And if you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
James double-teamed. Pass to Hachimura. And stolen by Holmgren. And they're running. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
He's such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Lakers trail by 15. Pass to Hayes. Back to James. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Williams on the wing. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Pass to Doncic. Now here's Reeves. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Hayes.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Hartenstein. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Okay, that's how you stop a dunk. The defender brings the interference in a big way.
Inside. And stolen by Hayes. And it's the Lakers on the break. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. The Lakers making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Doncic. Back to Hachimura. Blocked! Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Hartenstein. In transition. Here's Hachimura. Outside Finney-Smith. And here's Connect outside. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Williams. Hachimura with a rebound. Lakers trail by 15. On the wing, Finney-Smith to the middle. And the basket by Hachimura.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Doncic. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. .119 left to play in the first half. No good with the triple. Thunder leading by 13. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander to win the drought. And it's laid up and in by Williams. Williams has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Man, he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Back to Hachimura. Hartenstein pulls it in. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. To the inside. Here's Dort. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Rui Hachimura. Oklahoma City shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And I think Lu Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He's just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's Holmgren, high post. 6 points for him. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Now Vincent. And there's James from the arc. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Oklahoma City up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Wallace outside. Back to Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Doncic. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Hachimura missing.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Ryan, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Ali. Sinks it from distance. So Dort's got 5.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. The Lakers really having a tough go here. Pass to Reeves. Three-pointer. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Reeves has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. It's stolen by James. Shot is good by Reeves. He's got 5.
See, that's where he starts to beat you with his brain, the awareness of LeBron James. He gets the steal and knows exactly what to do with it.
Here's Dort. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a 3. That's a nice combo.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. For a guard, he blocks a fair amount of shots.
Back to Holmgren. Soft touch off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Hayes. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 11 points.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Softly drops in the floater.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
So it's Los Angeles now. To the paint. And finished off by Hayes.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
James. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Oklahoma City now. From deep. Shot is off. 5 for 10 now.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
James double teamed. Back to Hayes. James outside. Tries to break his ice. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
See, right there, you know you have to foul LeBron James because you just have no chance to stop him.
He hits the second from the line. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Here's Finney-Smith. Offline with a 3. On offense, here are the Thunder. To the middle. Here's Dort. Pass to Williams. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Vanderbilt. And they're pushing it up. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And you see the awareness Connect has a good understanding for when his guys are open.
And here's Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren's got 6 in the quarter.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And what you immediately notice about Chet.
We've got the Milwaukee Bucks facing the Indiana Pacers. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it's the Pacers to start out. Halliburton with the ball. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Damian Lillard picks one up.
Tyrese Halliburton just plays with a certain pace. He's always looking to push the action.
And he can't get the first one. All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, BA, got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Now here's Siakam. Nembhard outside. Siakam, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Lillard. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Oh, hey! How about that?
Assist goes to
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And here's Halliburton. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
To the middle. It's Prince on the wing. Lillard outside. Pass to Lopez. Kuzma outside. Shot clock at 5. Puts one up from 19. That's short off the rim.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Turner. Covered by Lopez. Good work defensively by Lopez. First quarter of ball. Almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Halliburton's got an open look. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Yeah, that's savviness by Tyrese Halliburton. Gets himself something he can work with, makes the game look easy.
Pass to Lillard. It's stolen by Halliburton. Nembhard outside. Down low. The shot from the low post is good.
Turner scoring buckets inside. He is really testing the defense. This guy has a whole lot of game.
Pass to Prince. Lillard outside. To the inside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Assist from
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Out to the right wing. Now Turner. Inside. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Trent for three. The rebound by Turner.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Halliburton. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
To the paint. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Dorsey, look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
LBA, there is no doubt one of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
The deep three. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Pacers trail by 3. Down low. Now the Pacers on the move.
So fast to get out in transition. Pascal Siakam dangerous in the open floor.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Portis right side. And he lays it up and in. Portis has got 6.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now here's Halliburton. He has 6. And he can't get that one.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Milwaukee out in front, leading by 3. Stay with us.
16.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Ryan, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. Halliburton outside. Oh, stolen by Lillard. On the take. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Nembhard. Pacers trail by 4. Siakam, left side. Here's Halliburton. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Doris, we know how big fashion is in today's NBA. Perhaps no one showcases this more than Kyle Kuzma.
And you can tell, B.A., Kuz definitely has some fun with some of the outfit choices. He does not mind causing a stir on social media, and he does not mind pushing boundaries.
The shot by Lillard, no good. And here's Indiana now. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Here's Siakam. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Trent. The rebound by Nesmith. Indiana trailing here. High post Siakam. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a 3-level scorer in the painted area, very dangerous.
Pass to Lopez. Trent from long range. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
To the inside. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Lopez with the jam.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
Halliburton with the ball. And it's Kuzma picking him up. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
Pass to Kuzma. To the middle. Here's Lopez. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Now, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Bucks trail by 4. Kuzma outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Turner. Damian Lillard with the rebound. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Can't get it to fall. Indiana on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Back to Nesmith. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Rollins. Yet to see a basket. Oh, nice D from Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Lopez with the steal. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Kuzma with the ball. He's picked up by Nembhard.
How about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Antetokounmpo. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of basketball. Oh, down low, the Greek Freak.
using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
The Bucks trail by 4. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he was ready for the hop step all the way. He gets the position, holds his ground, and draws the charge.
1:02 left in the first half. Outside Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Back to Nesmith. Pass to Turner. Portis with the steal. Outside, Green. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Green. Inside. Here's Portis. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And here's Green from the arc. And Toppin pulls it down. Indiana on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Shepherd. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Kevin Porter.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
There's 18 seconds left in the second period. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis. Indiana leading by 5. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Bryant. Portis with the steal. Back to Green. The putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. He got it up. That shot is off. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Pacers up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Can't connect from short range. Indiana leading. To the inside. And then Turner with the dunk.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And here's Lopez. The rebound by Nesmith. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your tap shoes ready. Especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Turner, no good. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Nembhard. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, B.A., I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
Top of the key. Left side, Nesmith. 6 to shoot. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. Nesmith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Number 13, Ryan Rollins.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Halliburton with the ball. He's got 6. He takes it in. Shots blocked. Pass to Lillard. Lillard double teamed. And here's Kuzma. Turner covers. Here's Rollins. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul. In for the Bucks, number 9.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. And Giannis with the jam.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's intercepted. And here's Nesmith. He's got 7. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Halliburton. Milwaukee with the rebound. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Gary Trent Jr.
Pacers leading by 4. Now Halliburton. He's got 6. To the wing on the left. Pass to Siakam. Nembhard outside. Clock at 6. And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Milwaukee making a switch here. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Outside Porter. And Turner with the block. Here's Halliburton. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks trail by 4. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And no luck that time either. Pacers leading by 4. To the middle. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. 1:52 left in the 3rd. Pass to Nembhard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's the steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. There's 1:47 left in the 3rd. Antetokounmpo outside. Outside Porter for 3. And they'll get another chance. And again, it's the Bucks missing. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Down low. And there's a 3-second violation. The Bucks trail by 8. .116 left in the 3rd. Antetokounmpo inside. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. To the paint. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Here's Nembhard driving in. Here's Siakam. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Milwaukee with the ball. 8-point game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, we've seen him miss a couple from the line. He's 2 for 4 so far. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter here. Now here's McConnell. Pass to Shepherd. Inside. Here's Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Shepherd missing.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Indiana ahead. They're up 7. And don't go away. 27. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Indiana leading by 7. Here's Halliburton. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Pass to Prince. Knocked away. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
Lillard outside. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. In for the Bucks. Number 9.
Halliburton with a steal. To the inside. Here's Siakam. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Rollins. Here's Lopez. Banked it in off the glass.
Listen, guys, Brook Lopez has a big body, and if you don't box him out, he's going to get some work done on the glass.
Siakam left side. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for him.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And I'll tell you, that was some smart basketball from Lillard right there. I mean, understanding how to put pressure on the D to get these calls.
And he sinks the second. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Here's Halliburton. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Lopez. Kuzma drives in, and he makes it on the layup.
You add the ability to put it on the deck and drive to the cup with his shooting ability, and Kyle Kuzma's problematic to guard.
Here's Halliburton. Down low. Here's Siakam. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he drops the first.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Damian Lillard. At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Lillard. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Nesmith with it. Rebounded by Kuzma. Here's Lillard. Pass to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And here's Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Turner. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lillard deciding where to go with it. Portis. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. To the middle. Nice shot by Turner.
Wow, Miles Turner understanding it's my time because it's big time.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He told his players, we are right there guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard and we will win this game.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Oh my goodness, Lopez with a big time delivery from the big man.
Now Halliburton. It's hauled in by Portis. Lillard with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. With to Mark. And Lopez gets it to go.
Assist goes to
Lopez has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, how great is it to see Brook Lopez dominate the game, taking over with his mastery of the offensive end.
Yes, it's good.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Pure from three-point range.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Halliburton surveys the floor. To the inside. Here's Turner. What a terrific move that is.
Don't you love how many different ways Miles Turner can score the basketball? Spot up, in transition, operating in the post. He's got the entire arsenal.
Lillard outside. Fires for three. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Down low. Here's Turner. Rebounded by Lopez. Milwaukee in the lead. Back to Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now here's Halliburton, who is stolen by Lillard. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Halliburton, no good.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Oh, deflected.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one.
Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands, just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here. We depart and relocate and save me from my woes, I'm staying. Out of my sin, I'm a brand new man. Out of this book, got a brand new friend. Half the world shook with the words he said, got the other one shook when he came from the dead. The dead, yeah. Honestly, yeah, you know it's him. I can see cause I'm knowing him. When I speak and you know it's him, better notice him. It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. I'm alright, I take my chances. This right here, I could not planned it, but it's had it.
Well. Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Now here's Lopez. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one misses. To the left side wing. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target from three-point range. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Lopez grabs the board.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Kuzma outside. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. And stolen by Lillard. Antetokounmpo up top. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now here's Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot off. Good D by Lopez. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the teardrop. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Giannis drives in. No good with the layup. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And it's Lillard missing. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Bucks trail. Giannis with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Lopez. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And the rebound goes to Lopez. To the right side. To the inside. And the rejection by Holmgren. And they'll keep possession. Down low. Antetokounmpo. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 4 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the Bucks miss again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Porter looking it over. Here's Trent. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Got a piece of it.
That's just a really good defensive read from Portis. I mean, the read was excellent and the hustle was better.
The shot by Lillard wide open. Trains the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Pass to Portis. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Dort. With the teardrop. A rebound by the Bucks. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. Here's Trent. No one near him. Rebound by Williams.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Here's Dort. Porter pulls it in. And Milwaukee has possession. They trail by 1. Three-pointer. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. From past the arc. He's off on that one. Got it off in time. He got it! Whoa! It's good! He did it!
Drained it! Drained it! Whoa!
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
Good. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Kuzma. No scoring in this one. Prince wide open. No good with the triple. To the middle. Here's Williams. No good on that one. Good D by Lopez.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report.
You know, with the length he has, it is very hard to get a clean look at the rim over Lopez. He's an excellent rim protector.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Prince. And here's Green outside. Nice defense from Dort. The Thunder with the lead. Williams looking around. Holmgren with it. Guarded by Green. Over in the corner, Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. That ball can't find the basket. His 6th miss in 9 shots. Pass to Rollins. Inside. Trying to get something going. And that one, good. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Just so steady around the basket. Brook Lopez, really one of the more consistent scorers in the game.
Here's Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Oklahoma City making a change here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Rollins. He has yet to score. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now Prince. Shot clock at 3. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Looking to get it going. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Here's Kuzma. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Lopez. And Green now, top of the key. Holmgren with the steal. Pushing it up. A nice shot by Hartenstein. And the Thunder lead by 6. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Now, here's Dort. Following the miss by Brook Lopez. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Dort. Clock at 6. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Stolen away. And they're pushing it up. Here's Kuzma. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
The offensive rebound. Goes back up. Lopez, no luck. The Thunder leading by 6. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. Over in the corner, Williams. Going inside. Good D by Lopez. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, when Kuzma plays with that kind of tenacity, he's going to make defenders foul. He's a real force in this league, folks.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And stolen by Lillard. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Shoots the 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
A wide open look here for Caruso. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 4 seconds left. You can't get that one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Back to Lopez. Pass to Lillard. Giannis inside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bucks. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the technical free throw is good. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And the basket is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Lopez outside. Pass to Lillard. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Antetokounmpo. Holmgren with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Five to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Holmgren. The Thunder leading by 4. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 points in the game. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's up a 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Into the lane. Lopez with the steal. Giannis outside. Holmgren with the steal. Dort wide open. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire. Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Pass to Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game. And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about it. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Holmgren can't hit. Pass to Lillard. Shoots from 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Holmgren.
Well, you hate to give Lopez an easy one around the rim, but you don't like sending him to the line either.
Brook Lopez hits them both. The Thunder leading by 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
First personal foul.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. First one falls for him.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 22. Outside, Dort. Off target with his 3.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Williams with the steal. And here's the break. .135 left to play here in the third. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Give a big round of applause for your Bucks breaker crew.
1:30 left to play in the third. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Pass to Rollins. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From deep. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 24 points for him. 4 on the clock. Williams can't hit.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Caruso. And the 3 off target. Outside Portis. And it's where he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Giannis. Portis. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Outside Williams. Outside Dort. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
And the Bucks making a change here. Takes a shot at the elbow. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Down low. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. The three-pointer, no good.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Here's Caruso.
Leaving no room to operate. Portis putting on the clamp.
No good on that one. Pass to Lillard. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
You can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
The Thunder leading by 3. Over in the corner, Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Looking to end his cold spell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He doesn't get the second one. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Over in the corner, Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Caruso's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They've led by as much as 10. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Nobody near Williams. No good on the triple. Bucks trailed by 6. Here's Giannis. Here's Prince. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge the defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, following the score by Damian Lillard. Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And it's good for 2.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 8. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. And it goes down 2 points. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Bucks making a change here.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Oklahoma City.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Outside Portis. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Williams, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Williams drops them both.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Kuzma outside. From deep, Trent. Thunder with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
I'm hard to deal with. See that man a day, either way, I'm still lit. I brought all my with me. They ain't check me at the door. I feel like the 10 man. All they head to toe. She been tweeting like she tough. We gon' catch that outside. I told Brooke get the balloons. We gon' throw her a surprise. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Ayy, I got $5. It's a holiday. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Ayy, we gon' bring them sparklers out. Time to celebrate. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Ayy, I got $5. It's a holiday. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Ayy, we gon' bring them sparklers out. Time to celebrate.
They had enough. Every time they threw a party, can't do that sideways. Hyper rock shots these all year. Got that on Winnie Day. I'm baby Drew, made my name on put. I ain't think same. Hop out with that. Drew just walked inside the party. Got these taking time. Lot of said she spouted up. She sitting the drop on the way. Drew just another. Let's celebrate.
And welcome. The 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Ball. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. From 12 feet, Davis with the defensive effort.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And it's the Celtics ball. It's a three-point game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. First quarter of play, a minute in. Washington right side. It's stolen by Holiday. Tatum gets the bucket.
We know we're talking about a skilled scorer in these open floor situations. Jason Tatum knows where to be.
Pass to Gafford. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pass to Gafford. Washington outside. Now Irving. Hounded by Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Crafty move. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
White. Outside Tatum. The three. Davis with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
With the drive. Washington. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Porzingis sets a screen. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
You know, when Porzingis is coming off as the cutter in a pick and roll, his desire is to score and finish the play.
Irving, no good. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. They trail by 1. And Gafford with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. Pass to Tatum. Outside, Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 13-footer. Tatum can't hit. And the Mavericks with possession here. Davis with it. Now guarded by Brown. Davis hits.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Left side, Tatum. Pass to White. Now here's Porzingis. Takes a 13-footer. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Now Washington. Back to Davis. Here's Irving. Hounded by Tatum. Here's Gafford. And Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
And here's Thompson for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Tatum. Unable to get that one. Davis with the defensive effort. The Mavericks lead by 6. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
BA, this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Outside Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Davis with it. It's hauled in by White.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Blocked! And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Dante Exum.
There's Tatum with the three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Celtics trail by 6. Pass to White. 4-3. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. And so it's Dallas with it. Williams with it. Now guarded by White. To the middle. Here's Lively. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Only one man back on D. And Holiday powers it home.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Dinwiddie outside. Lively inside. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Dallas on top. Up. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. 2 on the clock. Dinwiddie. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Brown can't hit. The Mavericks lead by 3. Pass to Washington. The 3 is up. They get it back. Here's Lively. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
Here's Washington. Good D by Porzingis.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Holiday. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
To the paint. The kick out to White. Back to Tatum. Inside. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Pass to Washington. Lively inside. And here's Thompson for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. On the wing, Tatum. And there's the rejection. And they get it back. Porzingis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Porzingis has got 8.
Now this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Here's Davis. Pass to Gafford. Over Porzingis. Again, the miss by Dallas. Boston leading by 3. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence. I'll tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Exum outside. Pass to Gafford. Back to Davis. Shoots over Brown. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Jrue Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Jrue Holiday is elite, period.
Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. They still need this. He's off on that one. Boston leading by 6. Outside Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Left side, Tatum. He's off on the layup. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Williams. Down low. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Tatum. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Pass to Marshall. Davis down low, and he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
White on the wing. From deep. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. White's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Craig. From outside the arc. He drops it from range. And the Celtics lead by 8. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 8-point game. Here's Gafford. Banked it in off the glass. Gafford's got 6.
That passing ability complements Irving scoring so well.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. The 3 is up. They grab their own miss. Here's Pritchard. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, PA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
Outside Craig. 4 on the clock. Horford draws the double. Pritchard. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Davis. Pass to Washington. Irving with it. Picked up by Craig. And the shot's good by Irving.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
Here's Pritchard. No points so far. Now Craig. There's the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Gafford. And they'll get another chance. Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. Davis drawing the double team. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Boston leading by 5. Now Holiday. 5 points in the game. White on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Lively grabs a miss.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Davis. The rebound, Celtics. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Holiday. Looking to end this cold spell. Ooh, rocket finish from Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
Yeah, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Boston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
First team foul.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous three-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
And here's Brown for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Irving. Tatum with some nice D. Boston leading by 10. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Lively with the bucket. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. To the inside. Brown draws the double. He shoots it. White can't hit. Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Thompson. Porzingis on the double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Christie, defended by Brown. Back to Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three from Thompson. With the clock winding down. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave no doubt.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's scoreless. To the middle. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Outside Holiday. Boston again missing.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
Checking in for the Mavericks, number 21.
Celtics lead by 7. Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. Pass to Holiday. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Gafford grabs the miss. And here are the Mavericks now. Outside, Williams. And it's Gafford missing. Outside Tatum. Going in, and it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well finished.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Celtics with the lead. Right wing. Outside Craig. Pass to Pritchard. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the paint. Here's Gafford. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Here's Pritchard. Out left to the wing. From behind the arc. Hauser can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 7. Inside. Here's Gafford. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Celtics. Both teams deciding to change it up. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And here's Holiday. Outside Tatum. From the left block. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
Porzingis on the double team. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Outside Davis. Clock at 6. For 3, Gafford. Porzingis grabs the board.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
To the paint. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Here's Washington. Here's Gafford. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Porzingis. And the dunk by Gafford. That gives him a double-double.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Oh, count it. Tatum hits from way out.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Celtics lead by 12. Down low. Here's Tatum. And Gafford with the block. To the middle. And then Tatum slams it in.
Okay, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
That one misses for Tatum. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Here's Davis, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Mavericks trail by 11. Pass to Washington. And here's Davis. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Tatum. Now here's Holiday. To the inside. Porzingis. Davis with a rebound. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Back to Tatum. Porzingis for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 14.
When Porzingis is knocking down that three-point shot consistently, it opens up other aspects of his game.
Here's Davis. Look at Davis go to work on the interior.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Right side White. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And stolen by Porzingis. It's stolen by Washington. It's 2-on-1. Davis down low. And Porzingis with the block. They retain possession. Pass to Thompson. Shoots over White. Thompson's shot is off.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Celtics.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jason Tatum.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The three from Craig. Davis with a rebound. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put
detergent. Now hurry, go on to the altar. I know you ain't a, but remember what I taught you. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart, hey, keep your heart.